can do well with just a little DHEA.
Okay.
And then you know, there are,
which you said, but
yeah,
and zinc is the equivalent.
zinc more for men than women.
Is the
Yeah,
right.
for men. Now, one other interesting thing I want to mention: people that are on antidepressant medications, often it has a big blunting effect on libido. And studies have found that ginkgo biloba, the herb that's used for your brain and memory and circulation, has really good effects when taken by persons on antidepressants to get the libido back. So many people will have that happen when they're on especially SSRIs, can often just completely blunt the desire for sex entirely. So that's another factor that's really interesting that can be done on that.
And you had one time said that ginkgo biloba is also good for memory.
Yeah, well, it's very good for circulation, so it's getting blood circulation to the brain. Yep, very good in that. And then there are other really good, a lot of individual herbs that are classics that have been used in that. And so you have things like maca, a very interesting plant from South America. Maca is it comes from a plant that grows in the high Andes mountains in areas that are way over 10,000 feet. And it's in the turnip family, and it actually maca powder has a very kind of butterscotchy, fairly pleasant taste. Can be added to foods and things like that, or done in supplements. And it doesn't have any effect on hormones, but what it does is it gets the hormones you have working correctly, and so it tends to have a really good effect on libido for both men and women.
Okay, now is there a maca tea as well? Or is it?
Mostly it's in other things that I've seen.
Okay, it's a powder.
Yeah, it's
and
a powder.
You add it to, for example,
you can add it
what?
in smoothies or juice or things like that. You can also get it in tablets or extracts. But maca's got some really good effects on that. Other herbs that are really well known. There is for women. There's an herb from India that's interesting called shatavari, and in India they call it the woman of 1,000 husbands. And it has a direct effect of helping libido in women, and it also is very moisturizing. So for postmenopausal women that are experiencing dryness, shatavari tends to help the whole organ system to work better in that way. So shatavari is one of the women's factors on there. Rhodiola, another great adaptogenic herb. It just tends to boost energy, but it also helps libido, so it's a very good one. I use it as a daily tonic because it helps you fight stress as a very good thing. And then there is one of the most well-known herbs is yohimbe bark from Africa, which has to be used with a lot of caveats because it can raise blood pressure, and so it has to be used carefully. But it directly just gets a lot of blood flow to the reproductive area, so both for men and women, and can be quite effective. But it feels as if you had a big shot of caffeine, like a big shot of espresso when you take it. So you take it late at night, you're like, you might be raring to go, and then afterwards it's like, okay, what do we do next? I can't sleep. We got to,